How many of you warm up your voice every day? How many of you have a clear routine of what exercises you need to do every day before singing? Remember, singing is not a normal activity for the voice. It is actually a very rigorous and athletic activity. It requires much more stability, much more stamina, much more breath control, much more range, much more flexibility, right? So we cannot just start singing songs directly. We have to do a very good warm-up so that our voice is moving from the relaxed state into the active state. If you start singing songs before taking the voice into the active state, then you are going to face vocal strain. And if you keep facing vocal strain, ultimately you're going to face vocal damage. Okay, so please do not miss this very important step of vocal warm-ups. And today I'm going to share with you my daily warm-up routine. And I want to give you a lot of tips on what kind of exercises you need to practice and how do you identify when your voice is properly warmed up. So I'm Pratibha Sarathy and you're watching VoxGuru's YouTube series. If you enjoy our videos, please hit that subscribe button right away. It will really make my day and motivate me to keep creating great videos for you. The first question is, how much time should you spend on the warm-up? I would say between 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how long your voice takes to reach that active state. So how do you find out whether your voice has reached that state? First of all the muscles involved in singing should be very relaxed, like your lips, your jaw, your neck, and so on. Because when we wake up in the morning, all these muscles will usually be very tight, right? It will not move very easily and it will make it very difficult for us to sing songs. So we have to do some exercises to relax these muscles first. One great exercise for this is the lip rolls. I always make it a point to do it every day, first thing in the morning. So lip rolls goes like this. So I start with my lowest scale. Then the next scale. Next scale. So in this manner, I keep increasing the scale and I try go as high as possible, and then I come back to the lowest note also. It is very important to come back. Okay, never leave any exercise on a high. You always have to cool down your voice right then and make sure your low notes are still strong and resonant. Now the next thing you have to ensure is that your voice is completely stable. So you should be able to hold a note for at least 6 to 8 seconds without shaking or shivering, right? So for example, sa. Now this kind of stability in the note, you may not get it the very first time, right? The first time you sing, it may sound something like this. You see how my breathing is not uniform, right? Suddenly I am breathing more, suddenly I am breathing less. So accordingly the note is also moving. Ultimately breath controls your singing, right? So this practice of standing on sa is very, very important. You have to do it as many times as required until you get that perfect straight line. Okay, so each time you have to take a deep breath and then you have to focus on the note. This is not only a test for your breath, it is also a test for your mind. So you have to concentrate, you have to focus, right? If you are daydreaming while singing the note, then it will happily go all over the place. So you have to completely focus on the shruti, focus on that note and focus on keeping it in the same position. And the third goal that you have to achieve through the warm-up is opening up all your registers, right? While singing, we use 3 different vocal registers primarily, the chest voice, mixed voice and the head voice. So all these 3 registers have to be opened up through the warm-up itself, so that after that when you sing your songs, it becomes very easy to reach all the notes, right? So how do we open up these registers? My favorite method is through alankaras. So I usually practice different types of alankaras right from the lower octave till the upper octave. So usually when we learn alankaras, we learn it from sa to the upper sa, right? For example, Sari sari gama ri gama pa pada ma pada ni pada ni sa. Right? But if you want to open up all your registers, first of all you have to develop the lower octave. So make sure your alankaras start from the lower pa instead of starting from sa, right? So start with pada pada ni sa da ni sa ri ga and so on. And once you are very comfortable with the lower and middle octaves, once you have practiced multiple alankaras in these ranges, only after that you should include the higher octave. Please don't make the mistake of very quickly going to the high notes, because when we sing high notes, our vocal cords actually get stretched out. Just imagine like an elastic, we are stretching an elastic again and again and again. So if we do that too much, after a point it will not come back to normal, right? Your voice will remain in that stretched state. So it will be like kind of thing. Then you will not be able to sing anything, right? So don't be in a hurry to reach the high notes. In fact, the more you practice the low notes and middle notes and get comfortable with them, the high notes actually become more easy. The voice becomes more prepared to sing the high notes. So similarly, you can expand into the upper octave, right? Dani dani sari ni sari ga ma and so on. But each time make sure you also descend and keep coming back to your lowest note. Don't let go of that resonance very easily. Now suppose you're going to sing a song which is more difficult, where the notes are going all over the place, a lot of jumps up and down and all that, then make sure you include dhatu varisais in your practice. Okay, dhatu varisais are a very special series of exercises that we learn in Carnatic music, which helps us manage these jumping notes. So for example, sama ga ma ri ga sari sa ga ma ri pa ma ri ma ga ma pa ga da pa da ma pa ga ma pa da and so on. And this can be practiced in different ragas, right? So on the whole, our voice becomes really well prepared to handle any of the 12 notes in any shape. Now if you are at an advanced level, you can actually create your own exercises. You don't have to follow a set of fixed exercises. Every day you can choose one raga and you can create your own pattern. For example, you can create like Sariga sama sagari sama riga sarigama. So if you just design this starting phrase alone, then the rest of the exercise follows the same pattern, right? So what is the next line? Rigama ripa rimaga ripa gama rigama pa. Then gama pa gada gapa magada mapa gama pada. So in this manner, any starting phrase you should be able to automatically translate it to the next lines. So that requires a very good understanding of the swarasthanas. Only if you understand swarasthanas, you will be able to do this. But until then, try to practice the exercises that you are learning in your music class. Okay, there will be certain fixed exercises that you are taught in your Carnatic class. So practice those exercises regularly. That itself will improve your voice much more. And gradually, as your understanding improves, you can create your own exercises. Hope you enjoyed this video and will make sure you warm up your voice every day. If you want to learn these warm-up exercises and many more such techniques in detail, please join VoxGuru's live voice culture course. We have a beautiful 6 months program where we cover different aspects of singing, right from how to improve your stability, your breath control, how to make your voice more flexible, how to improve the tone of your voice, make it more resonant, how to avoid the nasal sound, how to make your voice more open-throated, how to open up your head voice, your mixed voice and so on. So there are so many different exciting things that we discuss in this program. So please do join us. All you have to do is drop us a WhatsApp message. I have shared the link in the description. So just say hi to us and we will get back to you with all the details of the program. And also don't forget to download the VoxGuru app, where you will find many self-learning courses in voice culture and also many other subjects of music. So please explore that too, and I will be eagerly waiting for your WhatsApp message.